Well, what up, people? What up, JBB? How are you?
How you doing tonight?
I'm good, brother. Hey, everybody that's out there watching,
bad.
it's a Wednesday night in the summertime, so it's Dog Tags Bowling. We got our good special guest coming on here in a minute. Just a little housekeeping before we get going. This is going to be our last show for June. We're going to probably have one first week of July, maybe second week of July to promote Jason's event. It's going to be in Grand Rapids, Michigan on the 20th of July. Then our event in Illinois that's going to be on the 19th of July. So stay tuned. We're going to run our video. We'll bring our guest in and have some fun. So make sure you grab a cocktail. Get your cocktail. 2415. All right, the Cruise is coming to you live from Sleepy Hollow, Illinois. We got JVP bowling out in Tennessee, and then we got our special guest coming on in a minute. It's going to be a little freelance for everybody tonight. Please send your questions, but before we let's just bring the guy on. I'm so happy when he said he'd come on. Let's bring up the man, the Michigan Killer, CROWE.
The Michigan Killer's wild. You're going to get a lot of people mad with that one. Don't say that out loud.
That's all right. I'll deal with it.
No, we don't need to cause any beef anymore.
Ain't no beef.
How y'all doing today? Y'all doing good?
We're good. Thanks. Like I said, thanks so much for coming on and taking some time out and doing what you do.
Of course, man. Thank you for having me.
Congrats on the 2-time win in Michigan. That's got to be awesome.
Man, that was a big confidence booster, really. I mean, if you guys all saw me in the past few months before that, it wasn't a positive or a great few months for me. So just getting back in the winner's circle, getting back, seeing that I can still compete, felt really good. So that was just a nice, more than a confidence booster. Obviously, it helped the pockets too, but just a nice little confidence booster. Of course, that was lovely.
Well, what I thought was amazing, and we had, like I said, we were talking to the pregame. We've had a lot of PBA pros on and talked about their schedules and what they're doing. What I found absolutely amazing is that not only you bowled that, but you also bowled the PBA regional at striking there, got done with that, and then turned around and went and bowled another set at Michigan.
Yeah, so I was already in Michigan that Thursday. I was at the Brunswick headquarters. Shout out my boys at Brunswick, Mike Doe, for having me and everything. So then Friday, I shot up to Grand Rapids, bowled one squad, ended up bowling pretty good, led the squad, drove down back close to my hometown to bowl a regional, ended up taking ninth in that, lost in a roll-off to Ryan Spear, killer, by the way, and then said, all right, well, let's hope we go win Michigan. Drove back up and made the Calcutta and ended up winning the tournament. So that was pretty cool. But it was a busy weekend for sure.
Your roll-off was Spear. My goodness. It was bombs.
Yeah.
Both of you. Back and forth. Just.
Yeah. I wish I would have done that the game before. It wouldn't have been a roll-off, you know. Yeah. So ended up kind of giving it away in the 10th over there. He did what he needed to do, shoot 260 to tie me, and then just kept striking. So sometimes you got to tip the cap, shake the hand, and tell him great bowling. And that's what I had to do.
I mean, it's different when you shoot a 180 to 190. You know, you probably lost that game. You didn't lose. You just got beat. You got to tip your hat to the guy that bowled better.
He bowled a better game. I mean, can't say anything bad about it. I mean, Ryan's a killer competitor, great bowler, great dude. So losing to him isn't like anything to be ashamed of or something. So that was really cool.
So what's next on the agenda for you? So like I said, we've had guys on the show. They talk about their summer swings are even busier than Andrew Pierce. I don't know, Andrew. Dude, Cam's a freak. This young man never gets tired. No, I've watched him both for a long time. It's just the speed and the revs are impressive, brother. And especially you being on the left side. Great.
Thank you. I appreciate that, man. It's just a blessing, God given talent, and I'm trying to just hone it in as much as possible. You know.
Yeah, so we always talk to people too. It's like, give us a little bit of history about Cam Pro. When did you start bowling? When did you get the itch? You know, did you grow
Okay.
up in a bowling center? Were your parents bowlers?
So my mom wasn't a bowler, but my dad was. So when I was younger, my dad would take me to league sometimes, and when I was 3, 4, when they were done, I would want to throw a ball down a lane or two,
Mm-hmm.
and he would let me, and then it just kept evolving and growing. And when I was like 9 or 10, my dad was like, "Oh, like you're actually pretty good. Like, try to keep going." And it's 13, 14 years later, here we are now. uh, the itch is a interesting thing. I don't know if it's necessarily an itch, like oh my god, I want to keep bowling. I feel like I'm a competitor. I feel like I get the itch in every sport or anything I want to do. I just don't want to lose. I know I picked the wrong sport to say I don't want to lose because if you win like 15% of the time, you're a Hall of Famer.
Right.
But just having that gratification and just knowing that that hard work is paying off into victories is just very satisfying to me. So I
And
guess I got the itch when I started bowling. Really, I just don't like losing.
you know AJ really well, and your attitude and AJ's attitude are very, very similar. It's like, man,
Yeah,
I don't lose it tiddlywinks. It doesn't matter.
no, like I don't like losing at all. And rock paper scissors, like I, you know. So just I mean, AJ's one of my guys too. I really appreciate AJ what he did for me this year. So seeing that we had the same mentality, it makes sense why we get along. So.
The Illinois boys got to stick together.
Yeah, right. Come on, Chicago boys,
These Wisconsin,
Illinois boys. Before the Chicago people get mad, Illinois boys, Illinois boys.
exactly. You went to, where'd you go to college at?
St. Ambrose University.
St. Ambrose, that's right. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
tell us about, because I was there for every set that the tour trials happened last year. Tell us about your experience on that, man. How
Man.
awesome, dude.
A cool little experience. Ended up. You said I did the regional thing this year. I actually bowled a tournament the day before in Iowa called the 11 Frame Open. Shout out Jeff Riggles and Mike Flanagan and everybody running the crew over there. And ended up bowling that. Ended up winning that event and then driving down to Chicago to bowl tour trials. Had to bowl the PTQ, bowled that the next day, and then bowl 48 games afterwards. So I mean, I just been bowling a long time. Just I never get tired of it. It's I don't try to treat it as a job. I try to treat it as something that's fun because I do still enjoy doing it. Like of course I love bowling. Just doing what I'm able to do. I know it's going to catch up to me in the future, but right now we're just trying to let it fly. So,
You're a young man. You got a great build. You're very athletic. You just got to take care of your body. You'll be just fine. You know,
absolutely,
you're going to be good.
absolutely.
You'll be good. RJ said, how would you grade yourself on the tour this past season? Biggest areas for improvement or biggest takeaways?
So this year, if you were just counting the first few weeks, it would be a B plus to an A minus. It started off great, and then it just I'm not gonna say it went downhill. Just a lot that I needed to learn. Just it takes baby steps. I learned this. Chris Barnes actually told me this is first you start making cuts, then you start making match plays, then you start making shows, then you start winning.
Sure.
We just can't skip the line like thinking that we're just gonna go right to the top. So it's a grind, it's a learning curve, and it's a progress. So I think I made great improvements on a couple of things. Starting my mental game this year, I feel like that's improved. I know those guys are the best in the world, so just knowing that you can't win every single block every single time is something that I have to not necessarily get used to, but try to tell myself like it's okay to lose, which is an insane thing for me to say.
Uh,
But it's really hard to grasp that. But uh, this
age,
year we have to be okay with it.
I was an athlete back in the day, and I was probably 45 before I finally said, all right, I ain't going to be so competitive. My wife used to get so pissed off at me because I come home, bitch, and moan about the golf game, the softball game, the basketball game.
Yeah.
Listen, you ain't a pro athlete, why you get all pissed off? Paying to go do that. You should be doing
No, but it's different because this is my job. So I mean, I just physical game went pretty bad. Those last couple weeks, just a little frustrating. Just not able to see the full picture. Not able to see the right shapes. One those are the biggest things. Continue.
those
Sorry.
are all going to come. Those are all
Yeah,
going to come.
of
That's not,
course.
I mean, it's it would be unheard of to go out there as a young man and just smash everybody and just run away with it. It's just not going to happen. So
Yeah.
it takes.
Well, we're not gonna say that. We're not gonna say that. It just didn't happen this year. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna try to keep our hopes up for the next couple. You know, just try to keep that positive mentality. Um, just trying to be able to just keep improving and keep building on what I had this year, and hopefully we got bigger things to come.
Yep. So what's next on the agenda? Are you just still traveling all over the place, going
Yeah.
regionals, doing
Yeah.
everything?
Yeah. Shout out dog tags. Yes, sir. Absolutely. I mean, my goal for the rest of the next. Oh, hello.
How
Oh,
are
is this me?
you? You're still here.
Oh, okay.
I
My
just
goal for the.
I put you full screen, baby.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
My
you
goal
got
for
the whole
the.
screen now.
Don't scare me now. Look. I look kind of crazy right now. But my goal for the next few months, more than few months, is just to improve, just to try to get better as much as possible. Just I'm disappointed in the season that I had, so I'm not a quitter. So I'm just going around, not going around the country necessarily, but going around bowling anything I can, trying to learn from everybody. This week I'm actually going up to Louisville bowling with Kyle Troop. Um, so we should have a good time up there. That's my dog. So, and we're gonna celebrate his birthday. We're gonna bowl a little bit. We're gonna golf. We're gonna have some fun.
Yeah,
Um,
I've been to the Kyle Troop birthday party / Derby weekend the last 2 years in a row. Did the golf outing.
oh, but now you don't want to come. You must have heard I was coming.
No, I wanted to come. I didn't know you were coming. No, we had plans to go do something else, my wife and I, so I couldn't make it. But I will be there next year. I will be
I,
there next.
I hope I'll be there next year. Let's see. Let's see how this year goes. If they crush my head in, I won't be there next year. So we'll see.
uh, that was pretty cool. So Wendy's got a question for you, Cam. Wendy says, "Who do you look forward to bowling again?"
Um, wow, that's a hard question. Because I mean, I love looking forward to bowling against my friends. I mean, my friends talk. We like to talk a lot of mess to each other just for fun. We get to bowl each other. Like we're all very skilled. I'm assuming she's talking about the pro tour. I'm a,
I would think pro
yeah,
tour.
yeah, yeah. So, a couple of them. Obviously, my boy K Will. Of course, I look forward to bowling him. Um, Ryan Barnes, always looking forward to bowling him. Um, Packy, Chris Prather, AJ, all of them. Just they're all competitors, all athletes. They're all wanting to win, but at the same time, like if you lose, those are your guys. So losing to them ain't really gonna hurt too bad, you know?
Sure, sure. Yeah, I mean, you got to. I tell people all the time, you have to have the losses or the bad stuff to make the good stuff so good. If it
Yeah,
was all good, you wouldn't know how good it was. So
exactly.
you got to have some bad in there too to make it okay.
Exactly. There's no world where somebody just rose to the top right away, you know? Everybody always has a couple moments where they're like, oh, like you could have been done better on this. And hopefully this one's mine. Hopefully we don't have any more, you know?
And I think Norm won his first title when he was 18, and then didn't win another title for like 12 years.
Yeah, that's insane. I did not know that. Wow. That's a
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. It
Oh my
was
goodness.
a big break between his first win and his second win. So when you're out there with the best people in the world doing it, they have the same passion that you do. They all have the same physical talents. They all can hit a dime out there.
Yeah.
It's here.
Everybody
It's
everybody has a superpower out there, you know? When if they have their thing, they have a chance to win, you know? And that's the first time that I've ever seen that like live and in person. I've never been to a tournament where everybody legitimately has a chance to win. So
correct.
just
Uh-oh.
just
Jason's
yeah.
got a funny. Jason Holt's got a funny question. What do you think of Belmo?
Oh, that's my dog. I think he's a GOAT in my eyes, and he's the best bowler to ever touch a bowling ball. Personally, I don't really think his accolades, his drive. What people don't get is he's a 15-time major titles or something like that. I don't really know all of his accolades. I'm sorry, Belmo, but
No,
won like 30 titles, 15 majors, something like that, and he one of the hungriest dudes out there. There's a reason why he's been on top for that long, you know.
yeah,
So just seeing that from somebody who's been there before, who doesn't really need to do this to keep going,
and
just
the
makes me
travel,
want it even more.
the travel he has to do.
Crazy. Oh my
Australia,
goodness.
unbelievable.
Absolutely insane. Like
Yeah.
he had to just come back for the for that tour finals thing. And he only what 4 games? and I got to go back to Australia. I think that's insane. Like his travel, the fact that he has to do all that, come here, try to beat the best in the world, which he does on a yearly basis, is insane.
Right.
So I'll put it like this for Belmo. I mean, we said he had a bad year. He finished third in points. That's nuts. Like
Great.
that's nuts. That's nuts.
What about
So,
EJ's year? EJ had a hell of a year. Oh my
oh
God.
my God, yeah. I mean, he's the best bowler on the planet right now. Like what
Yeah.
he's doing with a, but what he can do with a bowling ball, nobody else can do. It's just he just continues to strike. What I saw at the World Series is the most impressive thing I've ever seen with my own two eyes. He made
Yep.
every show. He made every show. That's that's ridiculous to me. I've never seen anything like it in my life.
We
Uh,
got one of our fellow friends commenting. Oh, Salvador, Anthony Escobedo, Deuce Cam.
Mr. 899 plus one. How you doing, baby?
What's up,
That's
Sal?
my guy. We love Sam over here, man. Sam's a good dude.
Absolutely.
Strikes a
Absolutely.
lot.
He's, so it's great to have all these people commenting that everyone knows everyone. We talk about it all the time on the show. The bowling community is very, very large, but it's also really
Very, very small.
everyone
Agreed.
knows
Agreed.
everyone. And then if one of our guys isn't making the finals, there's another guy we know that's making the finals that we can root for. So
Yeah.
regardless, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Justin's got questions. Love asking this question. What do you think is the single best one game match on TV of all time?
Ooh. There's a couple up there.
Yeah, that's a tough.
Uh, there's a couple. Sleeper one, or not sleeper. It's not at all. The EJ Belmo match this year. The EJ Belmo match a few years ago.
But players can't
Uh,
last year.
yeah. Pete versus Fagan. That U.S. Open was crazy.
Yep.
Pete Belmo. What was it, the Masters maybe?
What's the
Where
match? Who do you think?
uh what do you do? Belmo missed a log. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Belmo missed a log to let Pete have a chance or something like that. And then
Yep.
Pete obviously didn't get it, but I mean, I think they didn't like each other, so that was pretty cool. Um, not my personal one. One that I like is Samo beating Belmo for the first time for his first major.
Yep.
I think that was crazy.
Yep.
Just and he's one of my closest friends on tour too. So seeing him do that was whew, was
Simo.
nuts. Yeah, yeah.
We had Simo's tour roommate on the show. We had Trevor on the show already too.
T
So
Rod, my boy,
yeah.
my boy.
Hey, Frank Miller's got a statement. Cam, I just wanted to say it was an honor to meet you and make the top 8 in the Rockford tournament last year. Didn't know you were a PB at the time. Hope it went well. Comes to be meeting new people. Yeah, Frank's a good dude. He's out there.
I love meeting new people. I love communicating. As you guys can tell, I have a very outgoing, outlandish personality, and I'll talk to a wall. So talking to a human who talks back is also lovely. So I mean, just one thing I like to say is don't be afraid to approach us bowlers. I think this is the one of the main professional sports where the amateurs can be as close to the pros as possible, and that's something I love about it.
We've been doing this podcast for about a year and a half now. And that is absolutely one of the biggest things I tell people. I'm like, listen, bowling is the best sport in the world because I guarantee you, after you go watch the Super Bowl, you're not going to go have dinner with Tom
Ain't
Brady.
talk to Patrick Mahomes, no.
You're not doing that. I got to go have dinner with EJ Tackett after he won the U.S. Open.
That's crazy.
Go hang out with Kyle Troop and drink beers and have a good time with him after he won the U.S. Open. And people are asking, well, how do you get to know them? I walk up and say, hello, my name's Brian.
All you got to do is talk. I promise we're not evil people. We like to communicate and have a good time and talk too. So if anybody ever has questions or want to come up and talk to me, unless I'm shooting 110, come on up and talk.
Yeah. And that's why I tell people, I'm like, listen, and that's the other thing I don't think people understand what's the negative part about sport is people watch the show on a Sunday and there's 4 games, they're done. Okay. They don't understand the 50 games on and the moving and the jumping around, they cross and the rev rates and how much they're moving. And I say, go during qualifying so you can see what they go through. Because I tell people all the time, do you realize these guys just shot 48 games and averaged 230 for 48 games?
And only 5 of us made it. There's another 8 guys that averaged 228 and didn't, you know?
Didn't make it.
So it's just crazy to me. People don't understand the grind and how many games we actually bowl a year. Like people just see those top 5 and like, oh, they're bowling 1 game on television. No. They had to bowl 40 games before that to make it.
And it blows me away is that those 4 games, whatever it is, and some guy wins one really tough shot, or what happened to Delaware a couple years ago when Boog won, the lanes broke down so bad, and it's a 190 to 170, and you got
Yeah.
some typical house hat going, I can beat those guys. No,
Oh man. No. I mean, I love when like people do that though. Like, cause they're like, okay, let's come try it.
here you go.
Let's
Question for
roll
Dave
it.
Pierce: Can we be bowling the Kurt Chavo tournament this year?
um, Kurt Chavio was a guy out in Rockford. I don't know if you know about the tournament, but great dude out in Rockford. Ended up passing away a few years ago.
Yep.
And then they run a tournament for him called the same Not Coming Home the Same Day I Left. Seems like Kurt looked like he had a good time. So, and that tournament is dedicated to him, which is really cool. Really cool thing that the Rockford community does.
Yeah.
I voted the last 2 years. I didn't win last year, so you had a chance last year too. So, if I vote this year, you know my scores are probably gonna go only a bit down from here. So, Hershey, what's up?
What's up,
How you
Dave?
doing? How you doing?
No,
Um,
if he shoots 110, give him a hug and a shot.
I don't drink.
Shot of water.
Water. Shot of water, guys. Shot of water. Shot of water.
There you go. What's it like? Here's a good question from Jason Holt. What's it like doing trick shots with K. Will and Chris Prater?
Man, that was a setup to make me look bad. I can't believe they did that. I can't believe I said yes to that. That was absolutely insane. These professional bowlers who are professional trick shotters, which I didn't know,
Right.
just came and whooped my butt. That wasn't cool.
Packy said he'd come on the show too. We're just trying to figure out time to get him on. So.
Oh yeah, Packy's one of the guys too. Shout out my boy Pack. We like he'll be a great time. He's a great interview, great dude. So y'all should have a great time with him, of course.
When are you going to nationals?
I go the 27th through the 29th, so 28th and 29th I bowl.
Gotcha.
Bowling with Mark Clark, Tony and Lane Jordan, Peter Spreadberry and the crew, guys from Chicago. So should have a good time there.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
of course.
Bowling the LBC this year at all?
I am. I will be there next weekend, the 20th at 9 a.m. or the 19th at 9 a.m. Let me fact check that. It's that Saturday. Whenever that Saturday is, guys, at 9 a.m. I'll be there.
There you go.
So come out, come bowl, come hang out, come ask some questions,
Go
come
get
drink some shots of water with me. Let's have a good time.
Especially for the 9 o'clock squad.
Yeah, the 9 a.m. squad. Maybe don't come up to me at like 9 o'clock. Maybe come up to me at like 9:30 when I'm not as cranky, you know?
Exactly. All right.
So,
JVB, got any questions for Cam?
No, not really. Like, I've been listening to you guys talk because, I'm going back and forth here. Bowling.
how you bowling?
I just shot
You still bowling any good?
I shot a 247 and got my ass whooped.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Sounds like you're back in Michigan. Sounds
Right?
like you're back in Michigan.
So
That's all right. How many?
21st, Cam. 21st.
21st, 9 a.m. I will be there. Come hang out. Come kick it with me. Come watch me bowl. Hopefully we bowl good. Maybe we bowl bad. Regardless, we're going to be there. So let's have fun.
Absolutely. So here we go. I've got a question from Hirsch. So I want to be the guy to start something. So Cam, what kind of bets are going to go between you, Matt, and Justin?
Me, Matt, and Justin. Me, who, and who? Justin, Matt, who? Justin, who? You got to be more specific.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, they gotta be more specific here, Brian. I know a lot of Matts.
Huge fan of you, Cam.
Appreciate you, Hunter. Thank you for the love.
Brian Hirsch says you got the LBC on the 2 p.m. on the 14th. Nope, because he's going to be in.
No, I will not be there. I will be in Louisville, Kentucky. You bowling Chicagoland Open? No, I will not be there. That is next week, isn't it?
I think so. I know that Mars is running it, and he was looking for more people to join. I don't know what's
I
going
think
on.
it's next week. I don't think I'll be there for that, unfortunately. Sucks, but it's okay. We miss Jerry. Jerry, I'm coming back soon. If you're watching this, I'm coming back. Maybe hopefully next week.
All right. Here's one from Justin. If you had to lose a match, would you pick a 170 to 169, 300 to 299?
300, 299.
Okay.
Not a question. Not even a question, because that's legendary.
Yeah.
You lose 170, 169. Nobody gonna talk about that later. Although you're talking about it as a loser, any publicity is good publicity. So
It's kind of like 10 Cup. They're going to say, no one's going to remember that you finished 4th in the U.S. Open, but but they're going to remember that you hit the last ball in from 100 and whatever it was out.
And it also depends how I got the 9 count. Like if I stuff an 8, I absolutely want to lose 300, 299 that way.
Yeah.
That means I got a hit coming back somewhere, right?
Okay, Flyer has you, Justin Knowles, and Sanders.
No, those guys are gonna beat me. So no bets for them. no bets with them.
I love it. Hunter Southern Cam met you while you were in Indy. You're an awesome person bowler. Yes, he is. You are
I
not.
appreciate that. Thank you, guys. So let me ask you guys. Besides me, of course, who is your favorite guest that you guys have had on this show?
Oh, well.
Yeah, put y'all in the hot seat.
Yeah, that's a tough one. We've had repeat guests, and hope we'll get you back on as well.
Of course.
Hey, did you say the funnest or the hottest?
The coolest.
Kimberly Presser was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Shout out I call her auntie. Shout out Kimberly.
Yeah.
Shout out Kimberly.
I mean, the list is large, dude. One of the coolest ones we got Clark. Tom, a few weeks.
You got who?
Tom Clark.
Oh yeah. Tom, obviously the commissioner is a big hit, so yeah, that helps.
It was really awesome. That gave us a little more spread, I think.
Okay. Yeah. No, that a little bit.
A little bit. Having Dom Barrett and Stu at the same time.
At the same time? Oh, I bet you that was comedy. That was probably comedy.
We had Jesper and Truth at the same time. That was
okay. Those are best friends. Those help.
We had Sean Johnson on, and while he was on, AJ came on from Korea while he was in his hotel bed.
Oh my God, that's sick.
Yeah, that was
okay. So y'all have had the pleasure of having a pretty few cool guests, but you didn't name one. I put you on. You have to name one. Putting you on a hot seat. Both of you guys. Y'all both have to name one.
No, I think the best get we had. My favorite is probably getting Kurt Von Kruger on.
Kurt.
Yeah.
Okay. Kurt's a great dude. We love Curtis. Curtis is a very charismatic guy, and he's very creative. Those things he does for USBC is nuts. Like, I wouldn't have came up with it. So,
Kurt, his dad.
Oh, his dad. Oh, yeah, that wins. That probably wins.
It was so awesome because his story, he's been around the PBA for so long, been the announcer, done the things, knows everybody, and he doesn't even do Curtis's show. So Curtis asked us, "How in the world did you get my dad on the show?" I said, "Well, I asked him, but a lot of people don't know. Kurt is a veteran, so having the veteran connection made it click, and it was a great get. We're just so honored and proud to have these people. Every person we've ever asked, including yourself. Absolutely. What do you need? Come on.
Absolutely. Anytime you guys want me back, I'm more than welcome to come back. More than happy. Hopefully, we'll have a couple wins next time I come back on the show. That would be ideal.
I really thought you were going to get a title this year, and I wanted to get you on then. But having Christopher Sloan come on from Ireland, it was 1:30 in the morning his time.
Wow.
That was pretty cool too.
It shows a lot of love. Shows how much you guys actually mean to this community. Well, at least I hope you guys understand that you guys actually have a big positive impact on the community, and we appreciate everything you guys are doing. So we just want to give back. That's all we're doing. Give back, kick it, have some fun. I don't have a cocktail in my hand, but it'll be a cocktail, some apple juice, of course. So
yeah. So Brian Scherr said, I forget that Brian Hirsch has been on the show. So that's probably one of my favorite guests too.
Yeah, V Hirsch
appreciation show.
Dude, he's always forget.
So we're probably going to be doing more during the bowling season. It's a little easier for us. I mean, it's summertime out now. We're doing stuff. JVB's bowling. We're going to be playing golf. It's going to be a little bit more consistent during the bowling season.
Yeah.
These people are commenting. That's just so funny, dude. Cam's winning next year. Dude. Yes, he.
Let's hope. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Dude, I know a lot of young guys coming through. I'm going to tell you one thing. I told them all it is here. Just stay calm. Let it come to you. Because if you press,
it's over. You can't press against those boys. Those boys are too calm and collected. They've been there before, so makes sense.
All right, well, hey, we're going to let you get out of here. We greatly appreciate you coming on. I told my wife I would try and keep the show to a half hour. Our earlier shows would run like an hour and 20 hours. few minutes. It'd be crazy.
Yeah.
You can tell by all these comments that are out here, dude. You have so much love and support from the people that are here. People have met you on other places, but the Illinois crew, dude, the Illinois crew got your back. You know what I'm
Illinois
saying?
crew. I appreciate everyone showing me love and support, man. Just give me some time. It's coming soon, y'all. It's coming soon. And we all make it. It's not just a me thing. I don't do it without all of y'all. So,
Hell yeah.
I appreciate everybody. So let's hopefully we go get one,
Well, dude, like I said, keep in touch. You know that if whenever you're out there, you got the dog tags bones behind your back. Just keep head down, focus, do your thing. It's gonna come.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you for having me on the show. Thank you for everything you guys do for the bowling community. We appreciate y'all. Any tournament I can come to, I'll show love and support. Anything you guys need from me, you guys let me know. I'll be there.
Awesome. Thanks,
That's
Cam.
awesome.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
All right,
Thank you, guys.
get you out of there, and then JVB will finish out. And like I said, peeps, keep an eye out for posts on Facebook, YouTube. Probably going to do a show first or second week of July. Gonna promote Jason's event, promote my event, and then we take the rest of July off, and then probably hit something up late August, and then try and get the boys back on the show and be a little bit more consistent, or maybe just do once a month. So, oh shit, I forgot to show Cam this. Drew said, "Hi, brother." So. Hey, Cam, don't go anywhere. We'll be right off stage to be right back with you. All right, let's get out of here, peeps. Thanks for everybody for watching. May everybody out serving the armed forces be safe. JVB, you stay home, stay safe. But let's get out of here.
Have a good one, guys.
The ground.